Awesome. So let's start with a comfortable seat, sitting cross-legged, and we're just going to gently close our eyes. Today, let's begin with a sense of stillness. We're just going to try to find a straight spine and maybe bring our awareness to the top of our head, inviting some stillness from the head to the shoulders, chest, stomach, hips, thighs, knees, calves, shins, feet. So let's try to be still while also being relaxed. It's like an active relaxation that we invite in our body today. And with this sense of stillness and relaxation, and maybe with our eyes closed, let's take a deep breath in through our nose and breathe out through the mouth. As you breathe out, remember to move your shoulders away from your ears to invite that sense of stillness and relaxation to the shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to invite some 7-second breaths. So dropping your chin down, let's breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring your hands in the form of a prayer in front of your heart, bowing your chin towards your chest, a little deeper. Honoring your presence on the mat this morning, let's reset our head and bat our eyelids open. We're just going to bring our hands to our laps and then shove your shoulders up towards your ears and then move them back and bring them down. So just take like a few circles up and down, opening up your shoulders, your neck, maybe a little bit of your back. And then once you have those movements in, let's do the opposite direction. So just bring your shoulders forward and drop them down to the back and then forward again. And once we have the shoulders opened up, we're going to just gently move them away from our ears, keeping a straight spine. Lift your right hand up, breathe in, and bring your right palm outside of your face with your fingers on your left cheek. We're just going to gently assist our face in one direction, just to open up the side of our neck, inviting a little bit of a stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Gently release your hand from your face and bring your hand down to your lap. And lift your left hand up, breathe in. Bend your elbow and bring your palm to your right cheek as you assist your face to very gently just bringing your left ear towards your left shoulder, inviting the stretch on the right side of your neck. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your left hand back on your lap and gently bow your chin towards your chest and bring your right palm behind your head. Gently just pushing your head towards your chest, inviting a little bit of stretch in the back of your neck. And slowly lift your head up, release your hand to your lap and look up towards the ceiling. So your chin is pointing straight up. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your head back to a neutral position. invite some circles in the neck. Very gently roll your neck from one side to the other. And then pause in the center and let's do the circle in the opposite direction. Good. And come back to the center. Bring your legs to one side and we're going to come and sit on our heels today in Vajrasana or Hero's Pose. Hands on your lap. Breathe in, lift your hands up, high prayer. Bring your palms to meet at the top, looking at your thumbs. Maybe invite a gentle back bend. Breathe out. Bring your arms wide and down, next to your hips. Breathe in, lift your hands up. Prayer arms above your head. Breathe out. Bring your arms wide and down. Bring one hand down, your left hand to the bottom and bring your right arm up as you twist in Vajrasana. Maybe look up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, push yourself off the mat and gently bring your right hand down and your left hand up as you look up towards the ceiling. Pause over here and we're going to do that one more time. Just flow like water. Go from one direction to another. Pausing when you reach the mat. And come back to the center and bring your hands to your lap. If this position feels uncomfortable for you sitting on the heels, then you can come back to a cross-legged position. If not, bring your right hand up and bend your elbow and grab a hold of your right elbow with your left palm. We're just going to invite some stretch in our right tricep muscles. Breathe in and breathe out. Release your hands down to the lap and we're going to do that on the other side. Lift your left hand up as you breathe in. Bend your left elbow and with your right palm grab a hold of your left elbow. And gently maybe twist to the, move to the right a little bit so you can just get a little bit of stretch on your left tricep. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently release both hands down to your lap. And now release your legs out to the side and we're just going to come with our legs out in the front. We're going to tap our knees up and down to release the backs of our legs and bring both feet together to touch for butterfly pose. Go only as far as your body allows today. You might want to bring your heels in towards your body or just keep them a little away from you. Be gentle and kind to yourself today. And then invite some stillness in butterfly pose. So keeping your knees almost towards the mat, very wide. Lift your chest up, keeping a straight spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. We're going to drop our head over our feet and again go only as far as your body allows. To begin the practice, we're just inviting a little bit of stretching and opening in the body, and as we go through the practice, we're going to do more of that. So to start with, we're just going to be super gentle and release and come back to the center. Bring your hands outside of your knees and close your knees like a book. And we're going to bring our feet to the front, about hips width distance, and hands next to our hips. And as you breathe in, you're going to lift your hips slowly so that you bring like a reverse tabletop pose, dropping your head back. And stay here for a breath. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your hips down to the mat gently. Windshield wiper your knees from left to right, opening up the outsides of your hips. Still keeping your palms on the mat. and keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Once we have done that, we're going to come to stillness and legs to one side and hands and knees to find tabletop position. Now in tabletop position, we're going to find a straight spine. Spine is parallel to the mat, and you have an option to either tuck your toes or keep your feet flat on the mat. Keep your gaze in between your palms, and as you breathe in, drop your belly button down, look up towards the ceiling, moving your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe out, round your spine, chin in towards your chest. Breathe in, gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, round your spine, chin in towards your chest. Last time like this. At your own pace, breathe in and breathe out. Come back to a neutral spine. Move your hips from side to side to again just invite some opening in the hips. And then let's come back to stillness again. Bring your left hand forward as you breathe in and your right leg back, so your right toes meet the mat or the floor behind you. And we're just going to rock back and forth to open the back of our right leg. Let's find stillness and lift your right leg off the mat to balance in bird dog pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and bring your knee and elbow in so they touch each other as you round your spine. Breathe out, release and extend. Breathe in, bring your knee and elbow to meet. Breathe out, release and extend. Breathe in, bring your knee and elbow to meet. And breathe out, release and extend. Bring your left hand down and your right knee down to the mat. And move your hips from side to side. Bring your big toes to touch, and without really opening your knees further wide, just come into a mini child's pose. So bring your forehead down to the mat and release your body down. And remember that the child's pose is always available to you if you feel like you want to take a moment for yourself. You can invite the same sense of stillness and relaxation through the child's pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you breathe in, look up between your thumbs towards the front of your space. As you breathe out, bring yourself back to a neutral tabletop position. Tap your feet up and down to release any tension in your feet. And we're going to go over to the other side now. So breathe in, bring your right hand forward. Breathe out, bring your left leg to the back so your toes meet the floor or the mat. We're going to rock back and forth on the ball of our left foot to really open up the back of the left leg. Let's find some stillness here and then slowly lift your left foot off the mat, trying to balance in bird dog pose. So really bring your gaze to the mat. And as you breathe in, bring your left knee in and your right elbow in so they meet, rounding your spine. Breathe out, release and extend. Breathe in, left knee meets the right elbow. Breathe out, release and extend. Breathe in, left knee meets your right elbow. Breathe out, release and extend. Bring your right palm down and your left knee down. And again, just rock your hips from side to side, opening them up. And let's come back to stillness. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. We're going to bring our palms a palm's distance forward Tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips up for our very first downward facing dog for today's practice. Drop your heels one at a time on the mat. Just opening up your hips, taking any movements that feel comfortable to you in downward facing dog. Let's try to be intentional in our movements. Opening up one side and the other, isolating each part of the body. Maybe bring your face closer towards your legs so you find that stretch in the back of your body. And then come to stillness in downward dog. Lifting your hips up towards the ceiling. You may also maybe want a gentle bend in your knees to assist the lift in your hips further. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, roll forward to a plank pose. And as you breathe out, come all the way down to the mat with bent elbows. Untuck your toes, breathe in, lift your chest up for baby cobra pose. Tuck your toes, breathe out, come back to downward facing dog. As you breathe in, lift your right leg off the mat for three-legged dog. And as you breathe out, bring your knee in towards your nose and just hover in between your palms. You're just gonna balance on your palms. Breathe in, lift your leg back up again for three-legged dog. And breathe out, bring your foot and plant it between your palms for a low lunge. Good. Drop your left knee down, untuck your toes, and right away let's lift our right hand up for a low lunge twist. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out through your mouth. Bringing your right palm to your knee, you're just going to push your knee out to the side to open up your right leg. And maybe bring your gaze to the back, just above your right shoulder.
Opposite shoulder?
Towards the back. So as you open up your knee, you're just gonna
Okay.
on the same side. Yeah, beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently close your knee, bring it back to the center and find your low lunge again. And walk your hands towards your hips, straightening your front leg. We're going to find runner's lunge. Drop your head down towards your knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, bring both palms outside of your right foot or your right leg. Yeah, perfect. And drop your head down, keeping the straight leg. We're just inviting a little twist in runner's lunge. And now bring both palms inside of your right leg. And dropping your head down, twisting to the other side. Come back to the center, plant your right foot down on the mat and frame your right foot with both palms. Tuck your toes, lift your knee and step back, downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa flow if you feel like, otherwise stay in downward facing dog. If you're taking the vinyasa flow, roll forward to a plank pose, breathe in, bend your elbows, go down to the mat, breathe out. Lift your chest up, cobra pose or baby cobra pose. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Drop your heel one at a time in downward dog. and then find some stillness. Breathe in, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Breathe out, bring your knee in towards your nose and hover. Breathe in, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Breathe out, bring your knee in towards your nose and hover. Last time. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bring it in towards your nose, and this time drop your foot in between your palms for a low lunge. Drop your back knee down, untuck your toes, and lift your left hand up for a low lunge twist. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your left palm on top of your left knee, and then you're just going to push your left knee out to the left side and twist to the same side. So you're just going to look to the back on your left side. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your left palm outside of your left knee and bring it back to the center. Frame your left foot with both hands, and then bring your palms towards your hips. Come on to the left heel as you straighten your left leg. Drop your head over your long left leg for runner's lunge. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring both palms inside of your left leg and just drop your head over your hands for a little twist in runner's lunge. And then slowly bring your palms outside of your left leg and just drop your head over your hands. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your hands back to the center, framing your left foot and coming on your flat left foot to the front for a low lunge. Tuck your toes, lift your right knee off the mat and step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your big toes to touch. And then have a generous bend in your knee. And as you breathe in, look towards the front. And as you breathe out, take a quick hop to the top of the mat. And once you find yourself all the way to the front of the mat, drop your head over your legs. Keeping straight legs and straight arms, you're just going to find a relaxing forward fold or Uttanasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Grab a hold of opposite elbows in Uttanasana and then just rock from left to right. Bending one knee, bending the other. Just releasing yourself all the way. And then find stillness in forward fold. Release your hands down so your fingers gently graze the mat on the floor. As you breathe in, with wide arms, bring yourself all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Breathe out, wide arms come down to the side of your body, mountain pose or Tadasana. In mountain pose, keep your shoulders away from your ears, keeping straight legs and arms. Maybe gaze at a point in front of you or close your eyes to feel the sensations in your body. Let's flow through some sun salutations together. Slowly and gently breathe in, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Breathe out, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. A little different today. Breathe in, bring your palms on your shins for a halfway lift. Breathe out, fold over your legs. Palms meet the floor or the mat. Breathe in, bring your right foot back for a low lunge. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Roll forward to a plank pose as you breathe in. Bend your elbows and go all the way down to the mat as you breathe out. Untuck your toes, lift your chest off the mat for baby cobra pose or full cobra pose. Breathe out, tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips up, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up as you inhale, and a little different. Bring your right foot outside of your right palm, almost like a lizard lunge. Yeah, awesome. Just go only as much as your body allows. Lift your chest up, breathe in. And then push off from your left foot and bring your left foot outside of your left palm. And come to a yogi squat. So bring your hips down to the mat, hands to your heart, breathe in. And then slowly lift all the way up, bringing your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and hands by your side. Bring your feet together to touch, mountain pose or Tadasana. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Breathe in, wide arms up, above your head. Breathe out, fold over your legs with wide arms. Uttanasana. Breathe in, halfway lift. Bring your palms to your shins. Breathe out, fold over your legs. Palms to the mat. Step your left foot back, breathe in for a low lunge. And your right foot back, downward facing dog. Roll forward to a plank pose as you breathe in. Bend your elbows and go all the way down to the mat as you breathe out. Untuck your toes, lift your chest up as you breathe in. Baby cobra pose or full cobra pose. Tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips up, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up as you inhale, three-legged dog. Bring it all the way forward outside of your left foot for a lizard lunge. Beautiful. I like the effort. Lift your chest up, breathe in. And then push off from your right foot and bring it outside of your right leg. And right away drop your hips down to the mat. Bring your palms in the form of a prayer for a yogi squat. Breathe in. Palms down to the mat. Lifting your body off the mat, finding a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in, lift your hands up, high prayer. Bring your feet together to touch. And breathe out, mountain pose or Tadasana. Maybe close your eyes and just relax in mountain pose. Release your muscles, don't allow any tension to form anywhere. And see how you feel. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Breathe in, lift your hands up. Urdhva Hastasana. Breathe out, fold over your legs. Uttanasana. Step your right foot back, breathe in. And then your left foot back, downward facing dog. Now lift your right leg as you inhale, three-legged dog, and bring it all the way forward and drop it between your palms. Breathe out. Good. Now bring your back foot down on the mat, flat on the mat, and then open up your arms for warrior two. So in warrior two, your right knee is bent and you have straight arms. Keep your chest lifted and keep your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in, bring your some stillness in triangle pose. Again, it's almost like you're sticking the back of your body to an imaginary wall. So keeping like a straight spine, finding a beautiful triangle pose. Circle your top arm in front of your face. Bring your feet parallel to each other, finding a wide-legged forward fold. So drop your head over your long wide legs and then just release your head, release your arms. Let your feet bear the weight of your entire body. Let them do all the work. Breathe in and breathe out. These are some poses that you can do at any time to bring relaxation. Lift your chest up, halfway lift, breathe in. And then gently walk your hands to the front, framing your right foot for a low lunge. And step back with your right foot downward facing dog. Choose to take a vinyasa if you like, otherwise stay in downward dog. If you're doing vinyasa, let's come forward to plank pose, breathe in. Bend your elbows, go halfway or all the way down, breathe out. Lift your chest up, breathe in, chaturanga or cobra pose. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up as you inhale, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, bring it all the way forward. Plant your left foot in between your palms for a low lunge. Drop your back foot down and circle your arms up, open for warrior two on the other side. Breathe in, lift your hands up, straighten your front leg, flying warrior. Breathe out, rebend your left knee, warrior two. Breathe in, lift your arms up, straighten your front leg, flying warrior. Breathe out, rebend your left knee. Breathe in, lift your arms up, straighten your front leg. Breathe out, rebend your left knee. Flip your front palm, tip back for peaceful warrior as you breathe in. Keeping a bend in your left knee, look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, bring your torso all the way forward. And bring your left palm on top of your left shin or ankle, lifting your right arm up. Find triangle pose. Again, keep your back straight, so both your shoulders are in one line. It's almost like you're resting against an imaginary wall behind you. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your right arm all the way down and parallel both feet as you find wide-legged forward fold. Drop your head down so it's completely relaxed. Even your hands are completely relaxed and your feet are doing all the work to bear the weight of your body. If you have any tension in your legs, consciously release them. And just relax in wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift your chest up halfway, breathe in, and then slowly walk your hands towards the front, framing your left foot for a low lunge, and then step back, downward facing dog. Choose to take a vinyasa or find yourself in child's pose. Breathe in, roll forward to plank pose, breathe out. Halfway or all the way down. Breathe in, lift your chest up for upward facing dog or cobra pose. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift your right leg up as you inhale. If you have found child's pose, let's find downward dog and lift your right leg up. Bend your knee and then bring it all the way forward for pigeon pose. So bring your right shin parallel to the front of the mat and bring your left leg all the way back and untuck your Lifting your chest up first, inviting this opening in the front body. Breathe in and then release over your bent leg so your forehead touches the mat or the floor as you release into pigeon pose. Breathe into the discomfort and allow yourself to be still and relaxed in this pose, as difficult as it sounds. Breathe in and breathe out. It's in these poses that we find and realize the potential of our bodies and also benefit from the relaxation that it provides, even though it is fairly challenging. Breathe in and breathe out. Move your shoulders away from your ears if you haven't already. Release the tension from your neck and unclench your jaw. Subtle movements to invite relaxation. Lift your head up, breathe in, and bring your palms back one at a time towards your body. Lift your chest up first. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee, and then step back slowly for downward facing dog. See how this side feels compared to the other. And let's prepare ourselves for pigeon pose on the other side. Breathe in, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and bring it all the way forward and park your shin parallel to the front of the mat. Bring your right leg stretched out all the way back, untuck your right toes. Push the mat away to lift your chest up first, opening the front body, and then walk your hands all the way forward so your forehead meets the mat or the floor. To relax into pigeon pose. Again, focus on the opening of the left hip. As you breathe in and out, actively relax your shoulders, your neck, unclench your jaw, relax your eyelids. If you have a little frown on your face, maybe just relax that also. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Slowly lift your head up as you bring your gaze between your thumbs. Walk your palms towards the body. Push the mat or floor away first again to open up your chest. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee and step back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Drop your knees down as wide as the mat. Let your big toes touch. Set your seat on your heels and find child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift your head up as you breathe in. And let's come onto our seat. Move your legs to one side and bring your legs all the way to the front. Maybe scoot forward to about the middle of the center of your mat, and then tap your knees on your mat, releasing the backs of your legs. And now let's find some stillness with our legs, keeping our toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Move your shoulders away from your ears. finding staff pose, Dandasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift your hands up as you breathe in. Breathe out and bring your hands towards your toes and maybe just gently touch your toes, graze your fingers above your toes. Or if you feel like you want to go a little deeper today, grab a hold of your feet and drop your head over your long legs so your forehead rests between your knees. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift your chest up, breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your palms back to your lap. Bend your right knee and bring your right leg towards your body. Give yourself a big hug. Bring your right foot outside of your left leg. And today let's bend our left knee also. So your left heel is towards the outside of your right leg. Good. Now wrap your left elbow around your right knee and bring your right palm behind you for a twist. Beautiful. So your gaze can be towards the back of your space as you breathe in and breathe out. And gently bring yourself back to the center and release both legs to the front. Bend your left knee now and wrap your hands around your left leg and give yourself a big hug to start. Bring your left foot outside of your right leg and bend your right knee so your right heel comes outside of your left hip. Wrap your right arm around your left knee and bring your left palm behind you for a gentle twist. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly release from the twist. Bring your legs all the way out to the front. Scoot forward a little bit and then slowly roll onto your backs. Bring your feet flat on the mat, knees pointing up. Lift your hips up for bridge pose. Maybe bring your shoulder blades together to touch and interlace your fingers under your hips to get a further lift in bridge pose. Again, in poses like this, when you find stillness with your body, try to find relaxation with your mind. Move your chin away from your chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly release your hips down to the mat. Move your knees from side to side like windshield wipers. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your knees all the way to one side. And let's find a supine twist. So bring your head facing to the opposite direction. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your knees to the center and then slowly drop them over to the opposite side. Gaze goes to the other direction for a supine twist. Breathe in and breathe out. Knees come back to the center. Give yourself a big hug, wrapping your arms around your knees, maybe bringing your forehead to touch the knees. Release your head back to the mat. Open your knees wide and grab a hold of your feet for a happy baby pose. Take any gentle movements in happy baby pose. Maybe bend one knee, bend the other. Massage your lower back, releasing the lower back. And then once you find some stillness in happy daily pose. Release one leg at a time on the mat to find final resting pose or Shavasana. In Shavasana, I really invite you to stay completely relaxed, and naturally your body will be completely still. Invite the sensation of relaxation from the top of your head moving down to your forehead, your facial muscles, ears, neck, shoulders, chest, arms, fingers, fingertips, hips, thighs, knees, calves, shins, feet, toes and the tips of your toes. Unclench your jaw, relax your forehead. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill your stomach, and take a deep breath out through your mouth, release everything. Bend both knees so your feet are planted on the mat, and slowly turn over to one side, finding a cozy fetal position. Plant your palm on the mat, keeping your eyes closed, come to a seated cross-legged position. Bring a prayer with your palms in front of your chest, and then slowly drop your chin in towards your chest. Fill your heart with gratitude